They sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Fifth.
all that. And I didn't even. I called him. I said, "Yo, you want this girl? Like, you really, like, you like her like that?" And he was like, "Yeah." That's
Just for the record, he's talking to, well, he's talking about Puff Daddy, and the pictures are of Cassie.
my girl. I'm like, all right. But, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Right, right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves away from a man and she upgrades, be insecure. You know what I'm saying? They start feeling some kind of way, especially like whoever the guy was she was with in the photos versus where Puffy's at. Because Puffy's, he ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's been able to take advantage of all the suckers.
All right, y'all. This is Mr. Let Go, and we are about to talk about new allegations, new, I would say, scenarios that have come up involving Puff Daddy and Cassie. And we're going to talk about why Cassie sued for $30 million, but allegedly received $100 million. So I want y'all to think about that. This woman put out a lawsuit for $30 million and allegedly received $100 million. And I'm about to explain why. And all of this is alleged because I don't know these people, but this whole scenario is bigger than just a lawsuit. Puffy is looking at this situation and it's like, okay, I see what happened to Bill Cosby. He's in prison. I see what happened to R. Kelly. He's in prison. This can actually, or some of this can actually snowball into Puff Daddy going to prison. And the difference between Puff Daddy, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby is Puff Daddy, to a certain degree, is connected to so many things, so many people, where those so many things and so many people don't want Puffy to go to jail or prison either, because everything would actually get pulled apart. Puff Daddy is connected to so many things and so many people, where so many people will literally lose their jobs, go broke if Puff Daddy actually went to prison. See, R. Kelly wasn't connected to so many present things. Like, you got to think about Drink Champs, Revolt TV. It's so many things that P. Diddy is still connected to this day. It'll literally affect hip hop. It will literally affect Viacom. So many different ways we look at TV. So there are so many people that don't want P. Diddy to go to prison. And this is the reason why I think partly why Cassie needed to be taken care of at this level. Because if Cassie was like, no, I want 30 million, but I'm not going to sign an NDA, that's not enough. So it's a possibility where they were like, look, due to Cassie's age, when he got with her, she was 19. I think he was like 40. Due to the what we're going to get into today, the traffic, I don't want to mess with the YouTube algorithm, so I'm just going to use the word traffic, and you know what traffic means. She had that in her lawsuit, the word traffic, and if you remember what has been going on with Andrew Tate, he actually went to jail and he is now at home, allegedly, on house arrest, awaiting trial because of the word traffic. That word itself is a very, very, very scary word for men, right? So it's one thing about the R word, but it's another thing about the traffic word, the T word, right? A man will be put under the jail because of that T word. So everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Y'all already know I'm gonna sit here and stare at you until you hit the like button. So it will behoove you to just start hitting the like button right now instead of acting like I'm not talking to you, because I'm talking to you, Sarah. I'm talking to you, Greg. You have not hit the like button. So everybody, Sandra, hit the like button. I can see you watching. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. And before we get, and I'm going to play this again because a lot of you did not watch it. I mean, see it, because I played it the second I came on. So we're going to watch this and we're going to get it going.
They sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Fifth.
all that. And I didn't even. I called the nigga. I said, "Yo, you want this girl? Like, you really you like her like that?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's my girl." I'm like, "All right."
And he's talking about P. Diddy and Cassie. The pictures of Cassie, and the pictures were not just sexy pictures of Cassie. There were pictures and or videos of Cassie doing something with somebody else other than P. Diddy. So that's what and this is a long time ago. So this is what 50 Cent is saying.
But I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Meaning these photos are not getting sent around to different men because Cassie is flirty. They're being sent around to different men because P. Diddy is being flirty, if you know what I mean. And this is a part of the alleged, I'll say, traffic accident or traffic stop, trying to get away from, I don't want no problems, right? So this is the alleged traffic stop, traffic jam, traffic accident, the word I'm using. He allegedly was pushing men into a funnel in order to get men to solicit something that I'm not going to say. And this is the reason why Puff Daddy allegedly had to spend over or at $100 million in order to settle with Cassie, because this is so deep and it's so scary. A lot of these young women are literally wanting to be actresses, wanting to be singers, wanting to be stars, and certain things they have to allegedly do. It's crazy. I got a lot. Everybody hit the like button. Let's keep going.
Right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves away from a man and she upgrades, be insecure. You know what I'm saying? They start feeling some kind of way, especially like whoever the guy was she was with in the photos versus where Puffy's at. Puffy's, he ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's been able to take advantage of all the suckers.
So we are here to break this whole situation down and talk about how scary and troubling this situation is. And why am I talking about this? As I grow in notoriety, I am presently on I would say the biggest podcast that is not connected to Puff Daddy in America, which is tonight's conversation. One of the other biggest podcasts in America is Drink Champs, right? Another one of the biggest podcasts in America is the Joe Budden podcast. Now, even though Joe Budden is not specifically paid from P. Diddy, but we all know Joe is connected to P. Diddy from in a lot of different, they have a relationship, right? So these other huge people on these podcasts have to be careful of what they have to say or what they do say. But the thing about it is, I, to a certain degree, may have to be careful of what I say also, because you never know. I'm a part of a podcast, which I don't control. And there's a possibility that P. Diddy may want to come on tonight's conversation to have a conversation, right? So all of us, to a certain degree, have to watch what we say, because we can literally get pushed out of certain rooms, right? Because like I said earlier, P. Diddy is so connected to so many, I would say to thousands of people, where all it takes is for one person to be like, oh, Mr. Let Go. Oh, no, we don't mess with him. Oh, this person. Oh, we don't mess with him. And you can literally be shut out of millions of dollars, right? So the reason why, because of all that, I'm still talking about it, is because of that same thing. Certain men, black men, are affecting our community, affecting our women, and getting away with it over and over and over and over and over again, where at some point certain things have to be talked about and discussed in order for it to end finally, even at the detriment of me, the person that is talking about this. Because when it comes to me and the reason why I do what I do, money is awesome. It's all good. Money it is. Yes, money. I want $10 million, right? But I'm not going to get or receive or work for $10 million or earn $10 million by keeping my mouth shut on things that affect our community at this level. So I'm doing this show potentially later on at my detriment, because I can easily see at one point P. Diddy or somebody walking in the room and they see Mr. Let Go and they're like, nope, get him off of here or I'm leaving. And whoever it is that I'm working with would possibly have to look at this situation and say, Mr. Let Go, you got to go. This guy, whoever the person is, not just P. Diddy, but whoever the person is more important or holds more weight than Mr. Let Go. And I am okay with that potentially happening in the future. Like, I could turn around and get signed to Revolt TV. You know what I'm saying? Like a podcast or whatever, or this or that in the future, right? And once they see this video, they can turn around and say, nope. And I can literally get cut out of millions of dollars. I am okay with that, because at some point, your integrity has to overshadow money. All right. I have always been on the side of the protection of women. And even though y'all may say, but you say all this about single motherhood. Yes, because guess what? I am here to also protect children from their single mothers. Because I've said many times, single motherhood is another detriment to our people. And I am here to end it. Hence my shirt, family empowerment. God, husband, wife, child. God, husband, wife, child. Not God and a single mother and a child. Where's the husband? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the things I do is to a certain degree at my detriment. Talking mess or talking bad about single motherhood literally has cost me, I would say hundreds of thousands of dollars. But guess what? I have to retain my integrity. And the reason why I do this in the beginning, and I started this off doing, is because of our community. And P. Diddy is detrimental to our community, just like single motherhood is detrimental to our community. And me talking about both things may or has costed me over $100,000 at least. But guess what? We have to stand up, because what do they say? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So some people don't want to talk about the P. Diddy situation, but I am, because at the end of the day, I am for the protection of our women, and Cassie is one of them. So even though we're going to talk about Cassie right now, everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. And even though Cassie settling with P. Diddy as fast as he actually did may look like it was a money grab, I actually look at what Cassie said and did as genius. So in my opinion, Cassie is a genius. Everybody hit the like button. Y'all gotta hit this freaking like button, y'all. Y'all gotta hit the like button, y'all. Facebook in particular, y'all are tripping. Facebook, can y'all please hit the freaking like button? All right, hit the like button, y'all. Come on, Facebook, y'all are tripping. Everybody on Facebook right now. Let me open this up. Facebook, share this video out to somebody that can get something from this. All right, we're going to talk about protecting Black women. All right, and I need everybody on Facebook to hit the like button and hit the share button. Hit the like button and hit the share button. This is a very important conversation we're about to have about Black women and powerful men. Because I'm getting to the point where, whether it's right or wrong, I'm starting to understand why so many Black women are pookie pickers. And I'm just being real. Because of men like P. Diddy, and men like P. Diddy have been around for decades, a century. And what we've all seen with our own eyes, or whether it's on TV or what, because y'all love looking at those ID channels and all those relationship shows where the man is abusive and the man did this and the man is chasing a woman down the street. All this crazy mess that y'all love to look at, all these traumatic scenarios in these shows y'all especially used to look at. In most of those shows, even the stupid Medea shows, I'm against Medea, whatever his actual name is. Powerful men scare women, Black women in particular. And it puts women in a position where they feel like it's to her best interest, whether right or wrong, to date a man that is lower than her versus dating a man that is higher than her, due to the power dynamic, right? Women look at this situation with P. Diddy and Cassie, and they'll say, see, if he wasn't so powerful, he wouldn't have so much control over her. So what happens? Women turn around and look at this situation and say, nope, if a man makes way more money than me, I don't want him because I'm scared. He's going to do this. He's going to P. Diddy me at some point. Ladies, let me know if I'm right. Say true or false, ladies. So women will rather date a man that is under her, dumber than her, less competent than her, make less money than her, in order to maintain control over the overall power dynamic of the relationship or of the marriage. And then at some point, she ends up getting mad, frustrated because the dude is so much lower than her, and she turns around and starts emasculating him. And it's a really sad way of life, but to a certain degree, a woman rather be with one of those ingrate dudes than a dude that has all this money and power, because she's thinking like the worst case scenario, I can end up being like Cassie. And men like P. Diddy is actually hurting our women in that way. Because of men like P. Diddy, women rather be pookie pickers. Women rather have kids with men that don't have no job or are stupid or won't take care of their kids. And she would rather put herself in a position to do all this stuff on her own, specifically to keep herself from being a statistic like Cassie. It's really sad. And it's really, really sad. So before we keep going, everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Let's play this. Coming up, right? What are you buying, everybody? All right, y'all. We all know that Christmas is coming up, right? What are you buying, everybody? Who wants to be going through malls trying to figure out what to buy for people? I got a gift that everybody would love. My family empowerment shirt. Family empowerment, God, husband, wife, child, the way it's supposed to be. You can buy this for anybody in your family. You can buy it for your friends, your coworkers. And I got hoodies of different colors, and I have shirts of different colors. And of course, I got my Deeper Discussions card game, which will not only help you vet a potential dating prospect, but it's fun to play with the family. And the questions in this game are about family dynamics. So you could just open a card game, sit on the table, and everybody pick a card and have fun asking each other fun questions. So pick up 3 card games, 1 for yourself and 2 for other people. Get your few family empowerment hoodies, and boom, you're set. And the majority of your Christmas shopping is done already. Either click the link here or click the link here, or go to my bio and you'll see everything there.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
So, like I said, Christmas is coming up. Get you about 3-4 Deeper Discussions card games, 1 for you, and then make the other ones stocking stuffers for your friends, families, and coworkers. And also this family empowerment shirt. This is what I'm about. I'm about family empowerment. Some of y'all get mad at me for talking about single motherhood, but single motherhood is not family. Family includes God, husband, wife, child. Okay. That is the full family right there. It's 4 variables of a family, not 2, not a mother and just a child. No, God, husband, and then mother and child. It's 4 variables of family empowerment. That's why I push this so deeply. So, like I said, I look at Cassie as a genius. Why is Cassie a genius, in my opinion? 1, she allegedly got way more than $30 million. She allegedly got $100 million from P. Diddy. Why? Because she used the keyword trafficking in her lawsuit, which scares the crap out of virtually every black man walking down the street. Because there's one thing about saying he did this, he R'd me, he M'd me, or he did this, he slapped me. But when you say he T'd me, traffic accident, traffic jam, traffic, traffic accident. Now you can literally face 30, 40, 50 years in prison, because that part right there adds so much more validity to your case. I bet she got more than 100 million. I don't know. She may have, but this woman is a genius. So for the people who sit here and say, oh, she must be lying because she just took the money and ran, who ain't finna take $100 million? But he left so much evidence out there and got the $100 million. So shout out to Cassie, because she literally did something helpful to so many men and women. So because some of these women, well, all these women are somebody's child, right? Imagine if Cassie was your daughter, and P. Diddy is so much more powerful than you, and you got to deal with seeing your daughter walk around with a half-shaved head because your daughter's boyfriend literally said, shave the side of your head because I like it. What if your daughter, you found out your daughter with this almost, or this $1 billion man, and he made you, or made your daughter get breast implants, and then, and this is court documents. No, this is court documents. This is actually a witness. A witness literally says that, well, said that how when you get some type of surgical thing done, you actually have multiple people in the room, right? You actually have a witness, right? As a man, if you get something checked, there has to be a third person in the room, right? So there was a third, fourth, fifth person in the room when this happened, allegedly. And the thing about it is, I want you to imagine Cassie's dad. I want you to imagine, and you are powerless, right? So what if Cassie was your daughter? He's like, get breast implants. Your breasts are too small, right? And then she gets the breast implants. And then she's like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't like them. And all of a sudden, he's like, take them out and redo them. And the doctor's like, Mr. Diddy, we can't do that. We need to at least wait a month after the scarring and the skin heals. Like, it's pre-op. I mean, it's post-op. This was an operation. You can't jump in there and take them back out. That's not how it works, right? Her white blood cells are moving around, and because it's foreign objects in her body. You can't just go taking something out and put something back in there. Like, you can literally, this is like unethical. He turns around and allegedly says, I don't care, take it out, or you'll never work in this city again. Either he does it, I think he did it, or somebody else did it. I think he did it though. Facebook, please hit the like button. Facebook, hit the like button, share the video. Facebook, hit the like button, share the video, share this video, and hit done in the comments. I need y'all to share this video. So he allegedly made the doctor, and you already know these breast implant people, these butt surgery people, these BBL people, they want to be famous, right? So they want to be able to put Cassie on their wall. They want to be able to put P. Diddy on their wall and say, hey, come to us because we actually did work on Cassie. P. Diddy was in my showroom. P. Diddy did this, right? Because you already know how it works. It's confirmation bias. If this doctor actually served P. Diddy, and P. Diddy literally says, yes, go to this doctor, everybody would go to this doctor, right? So the doctor does not want to piss P. Diddy off because it can literally be, it can ruin his business or either blow his business up, right? So he turns around and says, rip him out, the implants out, and put in smaller implants now. And the man is like, sir, this is almost the word that was used by the witness. This is mutilation. Mutilation? Yeah, this is mutilation. I don't care. Get it done. And the person that is witnessing this, literally looked over at Cassie, and Cassie is like, oh my God. Because imagine whether it's a BBL or whatever it is to your breast, or whether it's any type of surgery. Imagine going through surgery and you got to go through surgery again the next day. You're like, wait, what? Yep, go back to surgery. Like, my scar tissue hasn't even healed yet. I don't care. So this is the type of monster P. Diddy allegedly is. I have to use allegedly because I don't know. This man is literally called. And another thing, imagine Cassie's husband right now. Cassie is married. Imagine Cassie's husband. Every time, and I'm just assuming, because this is a level of trauma that I've never witnessed, never heard about. Imagine every time Cassie takes her top off, and just imagine how pretty Cassie is, right? Her husband is probably looking at Cassie like, oh my God, this woman is so beautiful, right? And Cassie is probably like, why are you looking at me like this? He's like, because you're beautiful. Don't look at me. Huh? It's still trauma. Like, you have no idea what I went through in order to have these. I went through 2 surgeries within a week. Like, this is trauma. And imagine Cassie's husband just being like this. You know, we're men. We like boobies, right? And she's like, please don't touch these. You know, the level of trauma Cassie probably has to endure every time her husband does this or does this. Her husband is probably like, yo, but I love you, but I think you're beautiful, but I don't think I'm beautiful. I'm scarred. I'm this, I'm that, or whatever. I'm stupid, or, you know, because women deal with this trauma years later, because she was with this man for 10 years. Every time Cassie's husband gets loud for whatever reason, like, yo, what are you talking about? Oh, don't hit me. You know, it's probably so many different traumatic episodes that Cassie is still dealing with her husband. Because in some situations, after dealing with so much trauma, a woman has trouble being with another man, let alone marrying another man, walking around naked in front of another man every day, putting on makeup. Every time she puts on makeup, I'm sure she goes back to the time she had to put on makeup to hide the bruises and the busted lips. These women go through a lot with these men. So let's get into one of the other things that was alleged that came out. And shout out to MK Rich. Respectfully, how did you come to 100 million? The complaint was for 30 M's. I'm just going by, I don't know these people, okay? That's the first thing. I'm just going by reports that have come out. And the reports may be wrong. But I'm looking at the validity who actually has come out with the reports. Daily Mail is one of the sources, and Daily Mail has, I would say, pretty much been accurate in virtually everything that has came out thus far in any situation. You know, something comes out, Daily Mail talks about it, and it actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So overall, you know, I'm not a reporter. I'm just talking about this to the point where it will actually help a young woman. So just for the record, I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. I'm not one of these gossip people. When it comes to our women, when it comes to our children, I voice my opinion on it. All right. So whether it's 100 M's or whether it was 30 M's, who gives a damn? First of all right. So I need y'all to chill out, because why do you care whether it was 30 million versus 100 million? I'm just talking about why it makes sense for it to be 100 million instead of 30 million because of all of these allegations and her age. Are you able to bring up speakers? Yes. Uncle Drew, you got to come over on YouTube. Uncle Drew, you got to come up on YouTube, or either come up on Instagram, either one. So you want to come up, you got to come over on YouTube, Drew. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. All right. The second thing I want to talk about, we talked about the breast implants, but just imagine how that is affecting this young lady to this day. Hold on, you said you're gonna go back to IG. Coming at it. All right, cool. Just hit the request button on IG and I'll bring you up, Drew. All right, so this is number 84 on the actual 35 page lawsuit. Miss Ventura was eventually instructed to use websites. Okay, we're going to talk about this. Some of y'all have heard about this, some of y'all have not heard about this. For those of you who have not heard about this, P. Diddy allegedly hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Allegedly, for a long period of time, was live streaming or remember what 50 Cent said right here, right? This is what we're about to talk about. Just want to play this one more time.
Send me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Are you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Fifth.
all that. And I didn't even I called the nigga. I said, yo, you want this girl? Like, you like her like that? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, all right. But, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves away from a man and she upgrades, be insecure, you know what I'm saying? They start feeling some kind of way, especially like whoever the guy was she was with in the photos versus where Puffy's at. Because Puffy's, he ain't no slouch, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's been able to take advantage of all the suckers.
Okay, so we're about to read this document, but before I do that, somebody said, just a question. Is it possible to just leave him? Not taken away from what she went through. I just don't get 11 years of this. Okay, so let me explain. And I'm not explaining in a manner where I know, because I don't. But I have coached and had conversations with thousands of women who have talked about their scenarios of being abused. There's a few, I think about 3 different women within the last 6-7 years of me helping women. Uncle Drew, if you're on here, hit the plus sign. I don't see any requests. But it was about 3 different women who have said their boyfriend actually hit them so hard where it knocked either one or multiple teeth out, and the women didn't leave. So before I get into this in my notes, because of you asking that question, I want you to think about this. Let's go back to imagine your daughter in a relationship with a man worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And they're seen out and they're doing all these different things, right? And he goes crazy on her, which was in the actual lawsuit as an example. He goes crazy on her in a car. Boom, 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 boom. She looks so bad. She has so many bruises. Her face is so swollen where she's unrecognizable. And instead of her running out and leaving, she can't run out and leave. Why? Because he has security. What's up, Shermer? He has a driver. So imagine the driver is part of his security. There's a security in the passenger side, and he's just wailing on your daughter in the back seat, right? And if she tries to get out of the car, she's going to get grabbed. No, you can't leave, right? And this situation, and this is in the documents, her face was so unrecognizable where P. Diddy allegedly put her up in a hotel for weeks and did not let her leave the hotel. Why? Because there were armed security guards in front of the hotel room where she couldn't leave. They'll go get whatever she needs. She can't leave. And next thing you know, her swelling goes down and her face goes back to normal, and P. Diddy picks her up and they move on. Now, a man that has armed guards everywhere, moves around with armed guards everywhere, and is literally crazy himself and sadistic, according to what we're hearing. How does she leave? Like, who can save her? Somebody that is so entrenched in New York. Like, P. Diddy is literally the king of New York. I'll say it again. P. Diddy is literally the king of New York. Thousands of people are getting a paycheck from P. Diddy right now, possibly including the police. Including the police. All right, I see you. Hold on, let me hit the invite button. All right, so just drop the StreamYard link. Just hit the StreamYard link, Uncle Drew. Including the police. You got to understand. Let's see. How much does the average detective get paid in New York? Okay. It says the average detective that works in New York gets paid $130,000 a year. Now, imagine her getting on the phone, calling the police. All right. And it goes to a unit, and a detective gets the case, and he's trying to find out what's going on, putting all the pieces together, right? And the detective that is on the case, that is trying to find out what's going on, he is literally getting paid $130,000 a year. Living in New York, $130,000 a year is like $70,000 a year in other states. But in New York, it's like $100,000 a year is like $70,000 a year in being in New York, right? So this man has to pay his bills, the detective, right? So he's on Cassie's case because Cassie called the police. I'm just giving y'all a scenario. Next thing you know, somebody that knows P. Diddy, that somebody that is getting paid by P. Diddy hits you up as a detective and says, yo, P. Diddy wants to send you a wire transfer of $500,000. Just hold on to this case and don't do nothing with it. What do you think the detective on the case would do? And I'm asking y'all, what do you think the detective would do? He gets the case, He's investigating all of these allegations of P. Diddy being this person, and all of a sudden he gets a wire transfer of $500,000 in his checking account. What do you think the detective is going to do? And all they want to do, they're not going to say drop the case. They're just going to say sit on the case. He's going to sit on the case. And nothing is going to happen. And every time she says, hey, did you find everything? Oh, yeah, we're still working on it. I think we're on to something. Okay. She calls back. Hey, I just got beat up again. Hello, can somebody do something? We're on the case. This is what happens. This is what happens. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
I am good. I am good. So what are your thoughts on this? First of all, introduce yourself.
All right. Well, hello to the outside world. My name is Uncle Drew. I've done a lot. You know, Mr. Lego knows I'm involved in a multi-facet amount of things.
You've done security, right?
Yeah.
For high profile men, right?
Yeah, I have. I've been in the music industry, so that's why I figured I would chime in on what you were talking about. So
Uncle Drew has done security for huge people in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Uncle Drew. That's why I wanted you to introduce yourself, because Uncle Drew is up there.
I appreciate it, bro. You know, I try to keep it low key, but I appreciate you.
What's up, Dana?
I'm gonna say this. So music, I think it's important for people to understand, especially when you start mixing music, money, drugs, power. That's a very dangerous potion. Like, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. And somebody of his status, you know, when you get to his status, you feel like as if you are or can't be touched, right? Yeah. R. Kelly was the first example, you know, and the people that I know that even worked with him, they called him Robert, of course, but everybody was pretty much scared of him, you know, because at the drop of a dime, you pick up the phone, hey, I'm getting ready to, you know, I need you to handle such and such, whatever. So I think, you know, even with Diddy, you know, being that, you know, he has that charm, the charisma, maybe a hint of narcissism, you know.
A hint?
I mean, I'm being politically correct right now.
Okay.
But I mean, narcissistic people have a way of overpowering the mental of somebody that's lesser than or weaker than them. It's very easy for them. And so in this situation, I'm not surprised. Let me first say that. I'm not surprised that this happened.
Okay, so one thing I want you to explain from your point of view is a lot of women and men saying, well, why did she stay for 11 years? This must be a lie. So with what you've seen, how can or why would a woman stay with a powerful, egotistical, narcissistic man that is, you know, doing all these terrible things to you for 11 years?
Let's start with what I initially mentioned. If you got money and manipulation sitting in the same room, it's easy to make somebody say if I'm a narcissist and I can manipulate you and break you down and then turn around and say, you might tell me, hey, what's going on? Like, why are you talking to me like that? And I might come off and say, you know what? Shut up. Matter of fact, you know what, babe, check this out. Let me give you some money. Go to the mall. Go enjoy yourself. Just chill out. You tripping, right? And I give you 5 to 10 grand and send you to the mall. You've forgotten about everything that I just did narcissistically You forgot about that because you sitting with 10 grand in your hand, and I got a car sitting out in the yard for you. You going to pick up your girls. Now y'all going to ball out of control. So every single time that I hit you with something narcissistic, and then you lash back, I'm going to cover it up with manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to keep doing that because I already know you're weak enough to receive what I'm saying. And eventually I'm going to overpower your weakness and take control.
And let me add to that.
Mm-hmm.
What if mom needs surgery?
Anybody. Right. That's a great point. Yeah.
Mom needs surgery. Oh, no problem. Boom. I'll pay for all the doctor bills. Maybe dad lost his job. Oh, no problem. Boom. I got you. Next thing you know, mom and dad is actually on the narcissist side and not the daughter's side. And next thing you know, the daughter is like, he did this, he did that. And some parents, especially when it's a single parent, they're struggling and they turn around and be like, wait, what happened? He did this to me. If it wasn't for this man, I would probably be dead because he paid for my chemo or my cancer this, or he paid for my appendix to be removed. You know, he paid all my doctor bills. He pays my rent. He sent your sister through college. Are you sure he did this? Ma, what are you talking about? I'm telling you what he did. But he sent your sister through college. Like I had a ruptured appendix and he paid for it. Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? And it turns into like, I'm alone in this. My own mother just turned her back on me. My own you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, you're making great points. So I'm gonna add to what you just said. So it's one thing when you get help for your family, right? Mm-hmm. And then they start thinking, well, you know, and we've seen it in all types of movies. Like they give us previews of this in different movies, you know, like, but to add to that, it becomes even worse when you got the friends that you confide in so deeply. And you're like, hey, he's beating my ass, or he's doing this, or he's doing that.
Whoa. Just say he's blanking me.
You're right.
You monetize people left and right.
You're right.
He blanked me.
Yeah, he blanked me, right? And then they're like, but what did you do? And you're like, what do you mean, what did I do? Yeah. What I didn't do anything. But yeah, I mean, but he's such a nice, I mean, look, he's taking care of you, blah, blah. And so the narcissism has spread throughout your entire life.
Circle of people. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you really don't have nowhere to go. And he already knew all I got to do is just be the best version of me. That's all I got to do. I got to be the best version of me. And they're going to follow suit. They're going to fall into my lap, into my hands, or whatever.
And there's there's another scenario that came up that was in the documents. She said she would leave him, break up with him. And when she goes out looking for work, they be like, oh, you're Cassie. Oh, okay. You're Puppy's girl. Yeah, we're not together no more. Oh. Well, I would give you this opportunity, but I would give you this opportunity if you went back to him. He's a great guy. Like, you know, I can't tell you what to do, but I would say if you were still with him, I would give you this role. I would give you this opportunity. But so according to what she said, she was to a certain degree blackballed. You know how people break up and they come back together, break up, come back together. Within those 11 years, according to her, she would break up with him and the entire industry would know that they broke up. And every time she would go to try to get work or to get an opportunity or get a role in a whatever, or to, you know, do something in the studio or whatever, they would just subliminally or subtly say, oh, so, you know, Puff Daddy is a great guy. So, you know, you should go back with him. I'll give you this opportunity, but are you going to go back to P. Diddy or no?
Well, yeah, and you just touched.
Like, I guess, okay, I guess I ain't got no choice. So she would, because she signed a 10-album deal to him. A 10-album deal. So another reason why it was hard for her to leave is because, and imagine, Uncle Drew, you sign a huge deal, right? And if you leave, you're in breach of contract, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So now you're not only being blackballed by the company that you signed with, you're going to get sued by the company you signed with. So her boyfriend was the company she signed with. So not only is she blackballed, she can't find work nowhere, she will get sued and will be caught up in litigation for years if she left him.
So that's, I can speak from.
Hold on. Okay. One last thing.
Okay.
So think about this. She signed a 10-album deal, and she left him on the 11th year. There's a possibility that in the contract, it may have been 10 albums or 10 years, whichever comes first. And she left in the 10th or 11th year. So, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was about to speak on that. So as having been involved in the music industry as a producer and an artist at one point, thank God I've never been desperate, right? I'm gonna say that, like, you know, or when I say desperate, I'm saying from a place of I just wanted to make it so bad that I was willing to take the deal, whichever the deal was that they were gonna offer. That's a long time. And you know, you said something. So if she would have done 10 albums in 5 years, you know, she'd have been okay. However, Diddy, if anybody has ever really
come out with one album, she just had singles.
I know, because she was working with Ryan Leslie at the time. That was her main go-to producer, but they never really did come around to fix or produce exactly what she needed to produce to, you know, fulfill that contract.
Yeah. What's up, Monique?
If anybody has ever really paid attention to Diddy and to how he has ran his company, you look at anybody that was signed to Bad Boy, right? I want you to take a thought of this for a second. Look at Mace, look at Carl Thomas, look at Faye, look at anybody, 112. Where are they now?
Either dead or broke. Other than Mace, because Mace, shout out to the Is What It Is podcast. They are doing great things. Mm-hmm. But before the It Is What It Is podcast, I don't know his financial status, but you could say, because I would say 6 months ago, he was going crazy about about his publishing. So I'm not going to say Mace or anybody is broke. So I'm using the word broke loosely, but either dead or broke.
So let me say this. I'm gonna run back over that period of time. I used to be very close with a producer from Bad Boy. Okay. And when we met, he had 3 outfits in rotation. He produced some of the biggest records for Bad Boy at the time, right? Mace, I've met Mace before. I don't know if you recall, some years ago, there was news circulating where Diddy pulled up to the church, Mace is, you know, preaching, and Diddy says, "Hey man, where my royalties at? You're in here preaching the word. I need to get paid for you preaching."
Because he signed a 360 deal, right?
Yeah. And so let me say the reason I bring that up is to show that his characteristics have shown if it's not about him, he really don't care. He doesn't care.
I agree. Yeah.
That's his characteristic trait that shows throughout all of his business practices, through all of his girlfriends. Look at what happened with him and J-Lo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a quick in and out, and it led from J-Lo really being into him to saying, hey, man, I got to dip. Like, I got to go. This is getting crazy. It's outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. So this is mainly to let y'all know who are watching how difficult it is to leave a powerful man. It's not easy, you know, and I can only assume how hard it is because I can't say how hard it is or how easy it is to leave. I don't know. But real quick, everybody hit the like button, share this video. Not enough of you are hitting the like button, and it's crazy. So I need everybody right now to take a second to hit the like button, whatever you're on, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube. Everybody right now hit the like button, and let me play this real quick and we'll come right back. Give me 1 second. Coming up, right? What are you buying every? All right, y'all. We all know that Christmas is coming up, right? What are you buying, everybody? Who wants to be going through malls trying to figure out what to buy for people? I got a gift that everybody would love. My family empowerment shirt. Family empowerment, God, husband, wife, child, the way it's supposed to be. You can buy this for anybody in your family. You can buy it for your friends, your coworkers. And I got hoodies of different colors, and I have shirts of different colors. And of course, I got my Deeper Discussions card game, which will not only help you vet a potential dating prospect, but it's fun to play with the family. And the questions in this game are about family dynamics. So you could just open the card game, sit on the table, and everybody pick a card and have fun asking each other fun questions. So pick up 3 card games, 1 for yourself and 2 for other people. Get your few family empowerment hoodies, and boom, you're set. And the majority of your Christmas shopping is done already. Either click the link here or click the link here, or go to my bio and you'll see everything there.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right, go ahead. Just wanted to drop that on y'all.
Hey, that's cool. So this is what I say to anybody, you know, based on what you're speaking on. And we've talked about this on other platforms and even in private. I think it's important for a woman and a man, because as a man, I dealt with a narcissistic woman before, right? I think it's important to really be able to identify your self-worth prior to you getting involved with somebody.
Yeah.
There's no amount of money, there's no amount of time that's worth you getting involved with somebody that can strip you of the fabric that you're made of. That should never be optional. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I think it's really important as women to say, and before I even say women, let me say this as a man. As a man, and I love the fact that you're speaking on this, because I think it's something that needs to be brought out to the forefront. We need to get back to a place of respecting one another, and also understanding that when you meet somebody, meet them right where they are. Don't meet them there to try to change them. Meet them where they are and determine whether or not that's for you or it's not for you. Like at this point in life, we should all be trying to figure out, hey, you know what, this person, if you can identify that a person is a narcissist, hey, you know what, that's not the lifestyle I'm about. You know what, I'm gonna let you stay right here for the next person that might be about what you're about, and keep moving. Don't try to fix that.
Right.
It's not for us to fix that. I mean, does that make sense?
I agree. Yeah. Okay. But the thing about it is, just looking at it from a human standpoint, ain't nobody gonna do that, because people want what they want. So I want you to think about this. Mm-hmm. If put it like this, please. If I was to say, in order to get this over here, you got to give up meat, right? Pause. and you got to become a vegetarian. And you like, why? I'll just say this. In order for you, say you're single, because I know you're married. Say you're single. In order for you to get the woman that you want, you got to become a vegetarian. You might be like, why? Right? You're not going to just give up your daily lifestyle that you don't think is bad and is crazy in order to get a woman. You're going to be like, no, I want a woman anyway. And then you're going to go out and get a different type of woman that will accept you, you being a non-vegetarian. So when it comes to self-worth, when it comes to getting therapy, when it comes to making significant changes in your life, whether it's losing weight, fixing your credit or whatever, you're not going to want to do it because it's a lot of work. And because it's a lot of work, you're just going to get with somebody that will tolerate you without the work.
I get that. I get what you're saying. I'm with you, right? This is why I say what I had to learn. I had to learn, like, and you know, man, I always keep it transparent with you, with anybody. Let me say, for the sake of this conversation, and I'm just gonna flip it temporarily so the women that are watching can understand what it is that I'm trying to portray right now in this conversation.
Yeah.
When I lost,
something happened. I can't hear you. Some just snapped. Say something. Say something now. I can't hear you. Just go out and come back in then. I'll drop this. Can you hear me? Hold on. Unmute.
all right, what about now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. So when I lost everything in my life at this one particular point, you know, I lost my mom, everything, you know the story.
Yeah.
And I was dating this chick that I was like, man, you know, like, I know she's gonna have my back. I realized after we broke up, I had to start being the person that I wanted to attract. And not
right. That's what I'm saying. People don't want to go to the gym. People don't want to go to therapy. People don't want to give up drinking. People don't want to give up cussing or whatever it is that they have to do in order to get the person that they actually want. So because they don't do this, they settle for the narcissist. They settle for the abusive person. They settle for the whatever. And that is why women like Cassie end up with men like P. Diddy, because it's something in them that they have not healed. So we can't say just go do it. They're not going to do it. So,
well, you gotta want to do it.
People where they are. Go ahead.
You gotta, and I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just saying you gotta want.
No. You
gotta want something different.
No, they don't want. Let me tell you something. This is what happened. We just did a show in Philly, right? Shout out to tonight's conversation. And at my table, I have Deeper Discussions card game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The link is pinned at the top of the chat. And I had some of the questions sitting on the table, right? Do you know they'll read some of the questions because it's a deeper discussion. So it's about deeper conversations to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, this will help you like vet a man. And she was like, but I gotta ask, but he gets to ask me these questions too. What's wrong with that? I'm not ready for that. What? So the questions on the game will help you avoid a terrible person. She was essentially saying, but it will help him avoid a terrible person too.
So
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get exactly what you're saying.
Literally admitting that she's trash and she doesn't want to play a game with a man that may be trash because he's going to see that she's trash in playing the game.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question, right? And I can only use you because it's just us two here, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go in your kitchen and you walk past that trash can, you know it's trash in there, right?
Yeah.
How is it that you know that though? Because you became familiar with being able to identify that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all I'm saying. We as human beings make stuff so complicated because we want what we want, whether it's good or bad for us. I'm gonna tell you, if you just take just a little bit of time to be able to look at something and tell that's not good for me, right? And not be so quick to speak on it or whatever.
Uncle Drew, you got to understand, they're not saying that's not good for me.
I get that.
They're not good. You ever took a shit and you don't even smell it? Because it's your shit. You don't smell it when you in the bathroom. You don't smell it. You don't. Man. So you don't smell your own issues. And you don't want other people to smell your. You ever took a shit and there's other people there? You like, you know it stinks, and you turn on the little thing, the fan, and you close the door because you don't know you don't want nobody else to smell it. So the thing about it is, the biggest issue to this is women don't want other people to see them for who they actually are. So they get with somebody who doesn't want women to see them for who they are.
I agree. So that leads to another thing that me and my brother had a discussion this past Monday. And we were talking about, is suffering failure, right? Does suffering mean that you failed? I believe is how he worded it. And it became a very deep conversation. And what we ended up saying was, it looks different to different people, right?
Yeah.
I choose not to suffer. You choose not to suffer.
Whoa. I choose to suffer.
You choose to suffer?
Yeah, I have a saying, to want is to suffer. So in order for me to get whatever it is that I want in life, I have to go through a certain amount of suffering for it. I go to the gym every day now, right? I remember Ace Metaphor was like, I go to the gym every day. I was like, every day. And Ace Metaphor is like, swole. And I'm like, wait, in order to get swole, I got to go to the gym every day? He was like, I go to the gym every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. I'm trying to go to the gym every day. When I get off this, let me tell you something. I have not eaten and it's 2:00.
Okay.
That is suffering. Do you know why I haven't eaten since 2:00? Uh-oh, you there? Uncle Drew. He must have got a call. Leave out and come back in, Uncle Drew. You there? All right. Let me. Yo. Hold on. When you come back up, I'll bring you back up. So let me say this about suffering, y'all. There is going to be suffering no matter who you are. No matter what you do, there is going to be suffering. So abuse is, of course, suffering, right? But going to the gym is suffering also. And what I was just saying to Drew is, all right, there he is. Hold on. Kick from studio. Okay. So what I was saying is I hear myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I want you to think about it. I woke up at 10 o'clock this morning and it's 2 o'clock, it's 2:20. Don't you think I wanted to eat? Yes or no? I can't hear you no. Drew, man, come on, man. You got to get it together. I can't hear you. So I wanted to eat the second I woke up, but I did not eat on purpose because I have not went to the gym yet. Can you? Okay. Can I hear you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So part of my work ethic is I don't eat until I go to the gym. So
Okay.
since I had to get this show together, I didn't have time to go to the gym because I woke up at about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I was doing some more research on Pup Daddy and all this other stuff, right? And by then it was like 12 o'clock. So I was like, I'm about to do the show, which means I have not eaten yet. So part of my suffering, which is important, is I'm not going to eat until I go to the gym. So I go to the gym, now I earn the right to eat something. So I only drink water until I go to the gym.
So to your point, right? You have a desire though. You have a desire to be at a different
Better.
place in life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So to me, and this is just my take, that's a desire that's okay to have.
Cassie had a desire to get a man that would take care of her every need and put her. She signed a 10-album deal because she desired to be a big star under Puff Daddy. What do you mean? What's the difference?
What I'm saying is it was a desire, but it came with superficial wants. It came with a wolf showing up in sheep's clothing, right?
Mhm.
For you to go to the gym, or for me to go to the gym, there's only one thing in between us and that gym. And what is that?
Ourselves going.
That's it.
I
That's
agree.
not, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not, oh, let me go talk to the trainer because he's gonna allow. No, it's, hey man, I want this so bad that I'm willing to suffer, but my suffer comes with a desire to be a greater person.
That makes sense. That makes
Right?
sense.
That's what
So
I'm
our
saying.
suffering makes us better people. A lot of
Yes.
women's suffering is because they want to skip steps and get somebody else's money, somebody else's lifestyle, have a baby with somebody that may not want to be with them. So what you're saying, which I now agree with context, is me depriving myself of food until I go to the gym is suffering in order to be better, and I'm earning it, right?
Yes.
People like Cassie, they see a man that is powerful and she's pretty. She is suffering in order to forego or get away from having to work on her own.
And so let's talk about the music industry just briefly for a second.
All right, go ahead.
You now have Cassidy. You got
Cassie or Cassidy?
I mean Cassie, I'm sorry. Cassie, yeah. You have you remember Maya?
Yeah.
You remember what's the other chick? She came out and they started calling her crazy. She started doing a podcast. She was outing everybody in the music industry, and they're like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Right? You have a group of women that have come into the industry that had to give it up in order to get what they wanted. Sexism. Let me take you back a little further. Now, this is not a religious conversation. This is we could just go call it for what it is. Lucifer was in charge of the Jaguar, right? Exactly. Thank you.
I actually think Lucifer was God's wife and he kicked her out. And Lucifer is God's angry baby mama, and we are God's children. And Lucifer is spends all his energy that he has, trying to keep his children away from our daddy.
That's
Just
an interesting concept. I've never heard it like that before.
God was like, get out of here, you crazy bitch. Get out. And since Lucifer had a certain amount of control over us also, because Lucifer is our mama, I'm just going to say Lucifer is the angry baby mama that is always in our ear trying to keep us away from God. Because what do the angry baby mama say to the kids? You know your daddy ain't shit, right? You know, don't listen to your daddy. So nobody wants to talk about that, because of course we try to make women be so godly, and women are no. I actually think the devil was actually God's either baby mama or wife, ex-wife.
Okay.
Because if we're God's children, who is God's baby mama? I'm just saying. But go ahead.
I'm sorry. Hey, you caught me off guard with that one, bro.
Lucifer is God's baby mama. It's not a dude, it's a woman.
Okay.
I go a little farther. I go a little farther. I go a little. Adam and Eve was presented with an apple, right? No, Eve was presented with an apple. Why? Because Lucifer was a girl. And Lucifer went to Eve because they had commonality, because they were both female. And Lucifer was like, girl, I see you with the little nipples out. Okay, I see you. You fine. All right, I see you, girl. You out here. Right? But by the way, look, don't tell nobody, but I've been eating on this apple and it is good. Check it out. But girl, forget him. You're a strong black woman. Like we don't need them. We look at me. I'm strong, right? Like, girl, we don't need them. You're independent. You're an independent black woman. And she was like, I am independent. Yeah, we don't need them. Forget about God and Adam. Like, it's us over here. Girl power. Keyword, girl power. And it bit the apple because they had commonality. But that's neither here nor there. But go ahead.
Hey, we're gonna have to expand on this off of your life.
Lucifer was a whole woman, bro.
All right. So look, now that you said that, I'm gonna have to see.
Choir. Come on, really? Playing the drums? Stop it. It's God's baby mama.
Oh God. I don't even know if I can say what I was gonna say no more, man. Like, you just.
I'm just saying, Lucifer is God's baby mama. I said it. Clip it up. I don't care. Whatever.
Oh, all right.
Why didn't Lucifer go to Adam? Because they had no commonality.
Whew.
They both had their nipples out. Look at my nipples. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, girl, I see you, girl. You know how that Lucifer was touching the air back then. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. I see you with the nipples out, girl.
Oh, God.
We don't need them, girl. Girl power. We don't need them. It's me and you against them two. Eat this apple.
I just gotta say this for everybody that's watching, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. This is my people, man. We go back. So this ain't like he didn't just pull me out the crowd. He knows me. We know each other.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, let me try to say what I was gonna say, since you wanted to derail me right quick. Okay. I'm gonna say I heard a very interesting sermon one time. I went to church. This pastor broke down the organ, right? And I was like, the organ. And then he was talking about how Lucifer was in control of the music, in the choir in the heavens. And I was like, okay. And he was talking about how if you look at the pipes of the organ, how they resonate the body, right? And so we were talking about how music controls the world. If you think about it, music is at a certain frequency, right? And what better way to feel good or to get past some hurt or some pain than to put on the right song?
But what's another way for a man to feel good to get away from hurt and pain? Uncle Drew?
Get another woman.
A woman?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
A woman and music are the two most powerful things on the planet when it comes to getting pulled away from our purpose.
Sex sells, right?
Yeah. Poom poom sells. Lucifer had a poom poom. But go ahead. Just keep good.
So you got to think about the music industry. The music industry is driven by sex, drugs, and money.
Mm-hmm.
If you find somebody, and there's no,
But I want to get back to Cassie in particular. Get back to that. Go ahead.
Okay,
we get too far off of the semester.
So with what I'm saying is, when people like Cassie, I'm gonna loop it back around to Cassie. When people like Cassie walk through the door, and somebody like Diddy with power sees that, he's seeing a double dose of opportunity.
Yeah,
she's fine. She can sing. She can sell records.
She's young.
Right? So he took advantage of that. And I'm sorry for getting off topic, but I mean, I was trying to, you see where I'm going with it. He took advantage of it. He made money from it.
Mm-hmm.
He was satisfied from it. And what are the end results? He got away for as long as he could until somebody came along and said, look, you're gonna have to pay me for all of what you stole from me. And I think that's where Cassie said, you're gonna have to pay me from what you stole from me. You stole my life from me.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So that's where we're at now. Somebody basically probably got in her ear somewhere down the line and said, you suffered long enough.
No. Some actually happened in New York. There was a legislation, because I said it in one of my other videos. Actually, hold on a second. There's a legislation that was about to expire called the ASA or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a legislation that's about to expire, where it's like a Victims Act in New York.
Okay.
And if she didn't say anything, it would have been a forever hold your peace type of thing. So
gotcha. Okay.
That is what actually happened. She had to do it, or she was gonna never be able to sue P. Diddy again. So that's actually the thing. So hold on, where it is. Is this it? No, this it. But yeah, that's actually what happened. There's a legislation. Yeah, thank you, Anna. It's called the Adult Survivors Act.
Okay, so to stay on topic and to give my take on what we're talking about, it just kind of goes back to what I said. Like, as women, you know, I strongly encourage you all to be cautious in who you link up with. You know, narcissists don't show themselves right away. And if they got money, the money is gonna cover the narcissistic ways a lot of times. But, you know, is it worth it? You know, like, you gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it that I keep going?
Yes. Come on, man. Yes, the answer is yes. Most of us Black people have been raised in poverty. So yes, it's worth it for a woman to be in a relationship as a 19-year-old and have a life that only P. Diddy can allow. And I want you because this what I'm saying has come from women telling me this. So abuse doesn't happen every day. The money happens every day. You live in this luxurious house, cars, boats, yachts. All the women look up to you. You're this amazing singer, all this stuff. That is your everyday life. The abuse happens 2 times a month or once every blue moon or whatever, you know, right? So for women, they're like, hell yeah, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense not to do it, because the slapping around happens every now and then. The money is in my account right now. I can buy whatever it is I want at any given moment. In the middle of the night, I can send a driver to go get me something. This is before Uber Eats. You feel me?
Yeah.
10 years ago.
I remember that. Yeah.
I have access to everything on the actual planet. If it's cold outside, we can go to another country tomorrow. We have access to private jets. This is an everyday lifestyle. So for a man to once a month, hell yeah, it's worth it. And this comes from women, not me, because I don't know. So I just want you to think about that. But let me bring this up. I just sent this to myself. Here it is right here. Just to give you a little understanding.
Seeing another man, and we was in Miami. It got really crazy that time. So I was like laying on my back and he stood over me and he started like, he avoided my face, but he like started like on the side of my head, and I was just like covering my face.
Yo, when I first heard about this situation with Cassie and Diddy, and I found out that, and it's been 6 years since Cassie and Diddy were together, the first thing I thought was, is this just a money grab? Because she's suing for $30 million. So I kind of like dismissed it a little bit until I did my research and talked to a few people. And I'm realizing that it's a very good possibility that P. Diddy is a real life monster. So the thing about it is that woman was P. Diddy's ex-girlfriend, and she stayed with him for a long period of time. And if you looked at how she was talking about this, she was smiling like, oh yeah, he was just like, she wasn't even crying. Because to a certain degree, depending on how much you want something or what you're used to, because some of these women literally were abused by their own parents. So some people are used to this level of abuse, but when they were little, they were abused for free. Now they can grow up and be abused for millions of dollars. Sign me up. And I'm not trying to be funny, but imagine being abused by your parents or by your uncle or by somebody for free for 10 years. This is a walk in the park to be abused every now and then for 10 years, but now you got millions of dollars. I'm just saying, I'm just playing devil's advocate, because we love to sit around and say, oh my God, love yourself. No. Oh my God, leave. No, it's not that simple. You know how women be like, it's not that simple. I understand why it's not that simple. See, we're men. One, we have the ability to go out and get it on our own. Women have more of an ability to go out and get it now, but 10 years ago, they had less of the ability to go out and get it on their own. We have a lot more things. And then at the same time, we don't have a poom poom, all right? We don't have somebody walking up to us to say, huh. And you got all this stuff, you like, just because I got a poom poom? Oh shit, this is crazy. I got all this stuff simply because I got a poom poom. Ain't nothing. We ain't like this because we got a penis. No, we got to earn our stuff. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to women, they get handed this stuff. And then while you got all this stuff in your hand, every now and then it's like, whoa. And now you're like, he just hit me. And he's like,
Yeah.
I gotta leave. But then you got to get off this, get his stuff back.
Well,
Does that make sense?
yeah, it makes perfect sense. To be honest, I'm not surprised. In my time of being in the industry, I mean, I got stories for days. You
What's the
know,
story that you would like to tell? That you
uh,
can.
I mean, let me see if I can say it without saying it.
Right.
I saw a very high profile relationship come to an end before it became to an end. And in the very beginning of that relationship, you could see it was interesting. I couldn't even figure out if it was narcissistic, but it had a form of control, right? It was weird. But whenever she got up to say, go use the bathroom, excuse me, he had security with her. Like security would literally block off that pathway so that nobody else could, and let her make her way to the restroom. And I was like, that's interesting. Long story short, and it just being around them for a few years, it was like a form of control there, but you really couldn't tell if it was narcissistic or whatever. But I know the female was like, hey man, I'm living my life. I done went from being this
Brokey.
to I mean, I got a cook in the kitchen, I got a limo outside, we got 7 cars outside. This is nothing. But fast forward, they're not together today. And
that's what I'm saying. So it's hard for women to turn around and go back to potential poverty. Because, like I said, with Cassie and Diddy, she was blackballed when they were together.
But
I'll say it again. She was blackballed while she was together because, okay, let me ask you this. Did you hear about Kid Cudi's car getting blown? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So if she worked with another artist or whatever, because I don't know if she was sleeping with Kid Cudi or did a song with Kid Cudi, all I know is his car got blown up. Where are you going to go? You got a lap of luxury and you every Thursday, but if you leave the lap of luxury, 2 things are going to happen. 1, you're going to get stalked. 3 things. 2, you're never going to work in this town again. And 3, you're probably going to get sued because where are my 10 albums? She ain't came up with not one album. Cassie had singles. Hold on, let me see if it's a Cassie. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me see. How many albums did the singer Cassie come out with? Information from Wikipedia. 25 singles, no albums. One studio album, 25 singles.
It was designed that way.
She had 9 albums ago. So you're going to be in litigation. You're going to get sued. You're going to go back to poverty. And you're going to have a stalker on your hands. That's crazy. You're going to get blackballed and nobody going to work with you. So you ain't going to you're going to have to drive for UPS or something.
Well, it was designed that way, brother. And also too, again, like if people, it's so easy to streamline this musically because it's a music-based situation. But you got to understand who controls the music industry. And it's safe to say that Diddy might even, well, it's safe to say Diddy is in bed with the Jews, right? They control the music industry.
Don't say that.
But yeah,
don't say nothing.
He's
in bed with people. Yeah. This is what I said before. This is the reason why nobody wants P. Diddy to go to prison. There's a possibility that P. Diddy did not fork over the whole 100 million. I want you to think about that. there may have been somebody else that said, you know what, get her this too, get her this too, just let's get her this. It may have been Diddy's 30 million, and 4 other entities was like, give her this too, give her this too, give her this, add this to the addendum, add this to the NDA. We need to shut her up forever. Get her this. It may have been 12 other entities that said, get her this too. And it came out to 100 million. It
That's
probably
possible.
wasn't Diddy's 100 million. Because everybody is in bed with P. Diddy. Everybody. So, like, Revolt TV is P. Diddy. Revolt TV controlled the Breakfast Club for how long?
For a while.
iHeart Media, everybody, Epic Records, everybody. He just came out with an album. Everybody's in bed with.
So there was a lady, I don't know if you saw it. There was a lady that just stepped down from Revolt because of this whole situation.
Yeah, that lady is Young Miami.
No, it was another lady. It was hey, what's her name? She was an executive, and I can't remember her name. I just saw it cross my news timeline the other day. But I mean, again, you know, and you're right, bro. And I appreciate you for catching me, because I'm not trying to put anything out that, you know, will come back on you, me, or anybody for that matter. But
and you see what Jay's saying?
Yeah,
accidents happen to P. Diddy's friends.
Yeah,
Something else that I forgot to mention. For those who probably didn't hear me say it, I'm just going to repeat it. And for those who heard me say it, I got to add something to it. P. Diddy allegedly wanted Cassie to get breast implants. She got breast implants from a doctor that looked up to P. Diddy, not looked up to him as a mentor, but was excited to have P. Diddy work with him, because when a star has work done, he's able to say, I did this with Cassie, so you should get breast implants with me too, right? So he was in position to make a lot of money by doing Cassie's breast implants. So he was excited to do this for P. Diddy. So he listened to P. Diddy, right? When she got the breast implants, he didn't like them. He said they were too big. And this is an assistant to, you know, one of the people that were in the room, you know, that actually helped with the doctor, right? She or he said that he said, take them out and put smaller ones in immediately. And the doctor said, no, this is this is surgery, and there has to be a post-op scenario that will take about a month. You can't just go back in and rip some stuff out that is now attached to her body. He said, I don't care. Do it anyway, right? And the person that brought up that talked about this, seen how sad and distraught Cassie was. Imagine somebody putting something in your chest, Uncle Drew, and now they got to immediately take it out of your chest and put something else in your chest. Do you imagine how much trauma that is to your body and to your mind? And the person is telling to do it, and you ain't got no say so. Imagine you want some muscles, and they put muscle implants, and then you that was a lot. I'm tired. You know, I'm drugged up, and they're like, no, I don't like the muscle implants. Put some more in there. Rip them out. You like, yo, this is my body you talking about, and you ain't got no say so. The person literally called it mutilation. The person called it mutilation, right? This was unheard of. They went back in and changed the implants, right? This is what I left out last time. The doctor that did the surgery allegedly drove off a cliff a year later.
Mm.
Do you think he wanted to drive off a cliff, or he said, hey, you know, I want to drive off a cliff? No. So when you look at people that he's connected to that will, like I said, probably add money to the pot in order to give to Cassie, it's really serious. I don't think that was P. Diddy's 100 million. I think that was P. Diddy's 30 million. I think there were investors that made the pot bigger. Just my opinion.
I can say and agree to that simply because just like anything else, you know, when you have a network, your network is definitely your net worth. You know, if you built it properly, that's your net worth. And
Yeah.
so I'm not surprised. You know, I've seen a lot, been around a lot, you know, from the various things that I've done in music industry, from, you know, all the stuff that you know that I've done. And not just even in the music industry, just in my own real life, you know, close to me have seen different things. And I just want to go back to saying, like, you know, to the ladies on here, I get it. You want something, and it supersedes what you currently have. I understand that. I think we all want that at some point in life.
And you ain't got to work for it, Uncle Drew. You just got this your trusty poom poom. You know, it's like just like my car. You know, somebody wants my card game. Like, I want your card game. Well, you got to give me some money. You walk around
Yeah.
with a card game legs every day, and everybody wants the card game. You know, and it's like, you know, these ladies, they out here with their little trusty poom pooms, and people want it. And some dudes will give their lives, and I don't mean their lives, their livelihoods for it. You can come live in my house in order for me to have access to your poom poom. And it's nothing that we're ever going to ever be able to understand, Uncle Drew, because we don't have that. People don't.
Yeah.
A woman may like us, a woman may want us, but she's not going to give us everything she owns or share everything she owns with us in order to have it.
Well,
And,
it wasn't designed that way for us.
right. And if that did happen, it's just gonna be one dude. I mean, one woman. It ain't never gonna happen again. Women have this since they were 19, 20, and it happens over and over and over. And then dudes be jockeying for it. This basketball player has this, but this football player has that, and this recording artist has that. Do you know how many dudes that was after Kim Porter before P. Diddy got with her? Do you know how many dudes that were after Cassie? These were, if you look at Cassie, Cassie is one of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
So we're never going to understand it, bro. Like, and we can't just say love yourself, leave. Well, it's so much more diabolical than that.
well,
And she didn't have no children by this man, so she can't get child support.
we can say love yourself, but they have to choose what that looks like. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we can tell women all day long to love yourself. Like, I don't believe. Matter of fact, I'm saying that if there's any one man in this world that might be experiencing that, it's only one that I can think of off the top of my head.
Uncle Drew,
Anything close to that.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you think if Cassie right now can look in a crystal ball and change everything that happened, and she got $100 million in her bank, untaxed, would she change anything? I bet she would say no.
I agree.
Who the hell can get $100 million with no tax Nobody. But guess what? I bet if she can go in the crystal ball and poof, go back to being a 19-year-old Cassie and say, no record deal, no P. Diddy, no this, no that, she'll be like, oh, hell no. I'm good. Because she's P. Diddy now. She's P. Diddy. She's a happier, nicer, traumatized, but non-abusive P. Diddy now. She has $100 million untaxed money sitting in her bank account. Untaxed. And she had to go through 11 years of man, please. Dudes might go for that. You might not, I might not, but let her how old is Cassie? What, 32 or something? As a 32-year-old man, would he go through that for 100 million? You'd be like, hey, yeah. With a man. Please.
I told you, it's only one man I can think of that might even be close to what we talking about, but he's still there. He ain't going nowhere.
Who? I don't know.
Stedman. Oprah man. He ain't even married. He's still there. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm sure she ain't slapped him around though.
You say you sure she ain't slapped him around? Oh, she probably put a couple of hands on him.
I've been around Stedman. Stedman is Stedman's like 6'6", 6'7".
Okay.
No, he's about 6'6". He's a tall dude. We went to the prison. We went to the prisons to speaking of prisons together. Where shout out to my guy Andre Norman. So yeah, we hung out together. He's like 6'5" at least. So
okay,
she can't reach his face.
But that's what I was saying. I don't know, but if I was to just be guessing off the top of the dome, that would have been the only person I could think of, you know, that's of status that would say, I'm gonna take every slap you got, baby, because you're a billionaire. Slap me.
But it's different. It's different. Like I would take Oprah slapping me, whatever she wants to do. I'll take it too. But it wouldn't be what Cassie went through. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to say for the women watching, it's a difference when a man hits on a woman versus when a woman hits on a man. And I know you know that, but we just got to respect the level of abuse a lot of women have been through and just say to them, it's not different. I mean, it's not the same at all. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I think it's, and I'm glad for real that you had this conversation. I'm glad that I was able to join and, you know, really chime in on this. And I know for those of y'all that are watching, I know I saw some of the comments. I'm very well spoken. I know I may have given an inclination I was going to say something. Nah, trust me. My brother knows. I'm not saying anything that's going to come back.
Oh, no, you don't. You've done work for a lot of different people.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I mean, we talk offline, and the goal that the one thing, let me say this, because I don't want to sound like I'm rambling. One thing that that Mr. Lego and I talked about was probably about 2 or 3 months ago, was focusing on how to rebuild women, rebuild families, rebuild communities. He's doing it on this end. I'm doing it on another end. I've started doing it by way of mentoring young men, and I'm helping them set up businesses, and they're coming out of high school with businesses with funding. So it's, what are we doing? We could sit here, and this is one thing I know that, you know, Mr. Lego is about, and I'm about. It's one thing to sit here and have a conversation. That's great. It's great it's therapeutic, it's all of that. But it's another thing to put action behind that conversation. What are we going to do to change that? And the only thing that I wanted to do by jumping on this call in this live was say, ladies, there's so much that you really got to know your worth. Whether you're a man or a woman, you got to know your worth.
So how does she do that though, Drew? These are like antiquated sayings, and I'm against them. What do you mean? You gotta explain it, because the
I
thing
can
about
explain it.
yeah,
I can explain
how
it.
does a woman, or can a woman learn their worth? Because other than that, it's just an antiquated statement.
So I'm gonna say this: in order for a woman to really learn her worth, this is just my opinion. If you gave a great analogy a few minutes ago when you said you got, this man or these men giving you all of this, and you're like, wow, like, okay, all right, this is what the poom poom gonna give me. I bet.
You think that's your worth right there, and you don't know no better.
But if they're willing, and that's my thing, if they're willing to give you any and everything just to get a hold of that cookie box, make them wait just a little bit longer. Hit them with the intellect and see if that's something that they're interested in. You got to, and I'm not saying be difficult. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is give it to somebody that really is going to respect what it is that you have outside of the cookie box.
But they start off respecting. They start off respecting. The disrespect don't come until like 6 months later.
True.
So
in most cases.
So what about that? But
okay.
He did respect me, Drew. What about that?
Okay, so 6 months in, and you realize, oh my God, I'm attached to a disrespectful whatever. 6 months is still not long enough to stay for 11 years. In my opinion, at 6 months, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. You went from showering me with love, compassion, and gifts, which made me say, okay, because now I'm gonna say this for the record. We have a tendency to confuse love and lust all the time.
No, he's treated you. He's treated her better than any man has ever treated her before in those 6 months. He's irreplaceable at this point. Do you know how much women aren't getting treated like queens out here? Dudes are just calling over to the house and they smashing, and you're gonna take her to Applebee's and that's gonna be it. But a dude taking her on helicopter rides, taking her to other countries. I know somebody that be taking chicks to other countries. And they just be randoms. Like he just enjoy going to another country with a beautiful woman. Me, so I ain't doing all that.
You said something, and I would love to see what comments pop up off of what you just said. You said women are not being treated like queens anymore. That's what you said, right?
I mean actual queens, not respect. I mean taking the countries, being bought, different things. I'm talking about stuff like that. A life.
Yeah, no. I understand what you're saying.
A total lifestyle change. And everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Some of y'all have not hit the like button. Hit the like button. I mean, total lifestyle changes. Queen thing. I mean, queen like in a castle, not like a queen, as a queen.
Okay, so let me ask you.
So what do you do when you have to go back to being peasantry?
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, brother. Why do you think? Now I think this is about to get even deeper. Why do you think men have gotten away from treating women like queens or as queens?
That's not what we're talking about. I understand what you're saying, but that's getting off the subject. That's a total different subject. But the answer to your question is simply because women don't act like no damn queens. I ain't treating nobody like no damn queen other than my kids. So I ain't treating you like no damn queen. You don't deserve to be like no queen. These women batshit crazy. No, you don't deserve it. Women back in the day deserved it. We we sung the women. We played the song to sing to the woman. If we couldn't sing, we check this out. What's it gonna take to get your attention? We rap to women, I need you La 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 la, like they were queens back then. These women, no, there's no way in hell I would treat any of these women like a damn queen unless I have seen her through and through, and she's that old school woman, and she just slipped through the cracks in this social media world. So I'm just going to say, none of these women today, maybe only a couple of them, deserve to be treated like queens. So I'm just gonna say it, you know. So no, they don't deserve it, but they don't deserve disrespect. They don't deserve to get treated like Cassie. So I ain't gonna say that either. Nobody deserves abuse. They deserve respect, but no, nobody deserves to be treated like a queen. Not now. They've literally ruined their own value. Men didn't ruin their value. Men, I mean, they ruined their own damn value. But I think they're not going to get treated like queens because they don't deserve it. They do. Well, they do respect. Go ahead.
I think we all play a role, and I'm not trying to generalize. I'm just speaking, you know, from personal experiences and other conversations I personally had. I think that as human beings, a good percentage of us play a role in tearing down disrespect on both
You're
sides.
using the word queen. There's only one queen in the castle. There's only one queen in the kingdom, right? So when you say treat it like queens, there are no queens with an S. Okay, it's a whole bunch of stupid mess. So none of you watching deserve to be treated like a queen because you're not a queen. You could be a princess, you could be a good woman, you could be nice, but only one woman gets to be treated like a queen. Like you have a wife, she is your queen. She is the only one that gets treated like a queen. These other women are peasants. So that I just want to say that.
Well, I love you, man. You so
stop this bull crap. It's just, you know, we got to stop.
Well, okay.
Why aren't women treated like queens? What?
So let's say that, and then I'm gonna tie this back into Cassie, right? I made a choice to choose somebody that I felt was gonna be a queen, right? And she's been that, right?
Yeah.
And because I chose her to be my queen, I have done everything remotely possible to make sure that I keep her at that status by doing the things that she would like. Now, I wasn't manipulative.
Whoa. Hold on, I just want to say this. The way you keep your queen at her status is by you staying at your status as the king, because she is a queen because you are the king. If you lose your status, she loses her status. It ain't she keeps her status by how you treat her. You keep your status by how you treat yourself. I just want to say that, but go ahead.
Absolutely. No, I'm with you on that.
You got to stop this bull crap. I ain't treat no woman a certain way. No, I treat myself a certain way, and she gets the benefits of me treating myself like that. I am a king, therefore she is a queen. She is not a queen because she is awesome. She is a queen because I am awesome. But go ahead.
My brother,
you are the epitome of all that happens in your household, not her. She gets the benefits of you. I just want to say that.
Okay. All right.
You. Then her. But go ahead.
Okay. I mean, everybody's gonna have their own perception, but to tie back into Cassie, I'm pretty sure it was sold to Cassie that she was gonna be a queen, right? And in order to be this queen, I'm gonna shower you with whatever you want, with gifts, love, whatever. Excuse me. And at some point, it got out of control. Like if you look at every other relationship that he's dealt with, he's not in those relationships anymore because of some particular trait that everybody identifies.
And they dead. But go ahead.
I mean, yeah. We were just talking about this. I think Wifey and I were just talking about this like 2 days ago with Kim Porter, if I'm not mistaken, she came all the way back to whatever part of Georgia she was from, just to get completely away from everything and not even talk about it. And then look at what's his name, Albie Shore decided he wanted to speak up. And what happened to him?
He almost died. Biggie dead.
Tupac dead.
Tupac dead. So when I say they dead, they dead. So I ain't playing when I say they dead. Because their relationships also, they're not romantic relationships, but the majority or half or a quarter, because I don't know, of his closest relationships with people, they dead.
It's just sad, man.
Dead.
Yeah, it's sad. You know, the world is what it is. To me, I think the world is a vicious game, and you have to learn how to play the game. Like, and so when everything that we've said to this very point, I'm only going to tell everybody, learn how to play the game for yourself. Whatever that looks like. You ain't got to take my advice. You ain't got to take Mr. Lego's advice. You just got to learn how to play the game. And what does that look like? What does that look like to you playing the game? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's a game. It's and you get to play this game temporarily because eventually the body is gonna go. You got one appointment. We all have one appointment we cannot miss.
And the sad thing about playing a game, the board starts over and over and over and over and over again. When you get to the next level, it just gets
every single
harder.
time.
Check out what James Johnson said. Let's call him Puff Daddy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So that's it. Cause now it's 3:00 and I'm hungry as hell. And I still got to go to the gym for a good hour and a half before I eat. So I'm
proud of you, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Uncle Drew. That's my guy. See, a lot of these people I mess with, I know personally, we in the streets together or whatever. So yeah, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Yes, sir. And I'll be hitting you up later, man. We got to talk about some things, but enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for having me on. Y'all be safe. And hey, man, whenever I catch you and I'm allowed to come up, I'll join in with you.
Appreciate you, man. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
So real quick, y'all have been saying how much y'all like my shirt. This is my creation and it's family empowerment, God, husband, wife, child. All right. I need 10 people to contribute to the channel. If you enjoyed the show, by either buying a hoodie, buying my Deeper Discussions card game, buying a shirt, and you'll be able to go and check all this out here, right? What are you buying, everybody? All right, y'all, we all know that Christmas is coming up, right? What are you buying, everybody? Who wants to be going through malls trying to figure out what to buy for people? I got a gift that everybody would love. My family empowerment shirt. Family empowerment, God, husband, wife, child, the way it's supposed to be. You can buy this for anybody in your family. You can buy it for your friends, your coworkers, and I got hoodies of different colors, and I have shirts of different colors. And of course, I got my Deeper Discussions card game, which will not only help you vet a potential dating prospect, but it's fun to play with the family. And the questions in this game are about family dynamics. So you could just open a card game, sit on the table, and everybody pick a card and have fun asking each other fun questions. So pick up 3 card games, 1 for yourself and 2 for other people. Get you a few family empowerment hoodies, and boom, you're set. And the majority of your Christmas shopping is done already. Either click the link here or click the link here, or go to my bio and you'll see everything there.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationships when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper discussions, dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards. Actually, these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper discussions, the card game.
One of the reasons why Cassie may be coming out right now is because in New York, there's something called the Adult Survivors Act in New York, which means if you have something to say about what happened to you, you have to say it, or either you lose all of your rights or some of your rights. So once I learned that part, it started making sense. And I started digging a little bit more. And I come to find out that there's reports on virtually every woman that Diddy was ever with, including Kim Porter, who actually passed away, that he was allegedly abusive to virtually all of them. Or hit the like button, 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 and click the link in either the chat. Click the link over this video, click the link under this video. If you're on YouTube, there's a shop button, and all you have to do is hit the little shop button and you can buy my card game. And when you go on the website, scroll all the way down and you'll see my family empowerment shirts. You can get a shirt, sweatshirts, hoodies, and jackets. Let's keep going. Hit the like button, share this video. And who has not shared the video yet? If you have not shared the video, please share this video right now. It'll be helpful to so many people because we're talking about these things that happen to women. I don't want to say the word, the A word and the SA word. And we got to put a stop to it. Hit the like button, buy my card game, and let's keep going. At least the ones that were in the public eye. It was allegedly so bad with Diddy and Cassie where one time he blanked her, and you'll understand what I mean when I say blank, so badly where her face was so swollen where she was unrecognizable. What did P. Diddy allegedly do? He allegedly put her up in a hotel for weeks until the swelling went down. And I'm sure your question is, well, why did she just leave the hotel? Well, it was guarded by his own bodyguards, where she was allegedly not allowed to leave until he came back for her. There was also alleged situations where he would want Cassie to mess with male escorts as he either watched or filmed. And to a certain degree, she couldn't say no. And some of you may say, well, why did she stay so long? She was with him for like 11 years. She has to be lying, right? Well, P. Diddy signed her. Remember, she was an artist. He signed her to a 10-album record deal. And to a certain degree, in her mind, she felt like she's under contract if she leaves him because she'll be in breach of contract. And you got to understand, Cassie was like 19 or 20, so she don't know no better. It gets even crazier. Young Jock one day was on Vlad TV, and his words, not mine,
came on and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm going to do.
So with all that being said, as I'm growing in notoriety, I'm starting to learn that a lot of the black men in certain industries are actually monsters. And it's not just the white man or white America. It's a small fraction of black America also. And it literally gives me an understanding why so many black women in particular, white women also, I'm sure, are subconsciously afraid of powerful men. And for some of them, they choose to get with men that are lower than them status-wise in order to keep themselves from being under the thumb of a powerful man. But like I've been saying through this whole video, all of this is alleged. I don't know much about Cassie. I just did some research, and everything that I just said could be wrong or a lie. I don't think it is, but hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, share this video, and don't forget to contribute to the channel. Cash App is Aaron1000, or either buy a card game or a hoodie. The link is under this video, over this video, and in the chat, pinned at the top of the chat. I have to say it's alleged because I wasn't there. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think Diddy is a monster? Or do you think this is a money grab of $30 million for Cassie? Let me know what you think in the comments. So I just wanted to show y'all that because that's the video I did. I'll say about sometime last week. It started off as a $30 million lawsuit, and it has turned into a $100 million settlement. And for this man to actually pay that much money, or for a group of people to pay that much money to keep Cassie quiet, we can easily see how scary and possibly demonic this whole situation is. So that's all I got. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel now. Now, if you have not followed me on Facebook, Mr. Let Go on Facebook, go to Miss Let Go on Facebook and follow me there. So, because there's two people in here, it's Facebook and it is YouTube. So I need the other person to go to the other platform and follow me on the other platform also. Because here's what's crazy. P. Diddy controls so many different things that I can turn around and get either demonetized or shut down or one of my channels taken because I'm talking about Diddy. So I need everybody to, one, go to the other platform that you're not on right now and follow me on the other platform. If you're on Facebook, go to Mr. Let Go on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go to Mr. Let Go on Facebook, because you never know what can happen when you talk about extremely powerful people. So, but like I said, if y'all have not bought any of my products, whether it's my t-shirt, whether it's my hoodies, or whether it's my Deep Discussions card game, make sure to buy 1 or 5, because this is a great Christmas gift for people in your family. Because playing this type of card game will actually help you avoid a man like P. Diddy. I want y'all to think about this. What if you had a game that works as a tool that will help you avoid men like P. Diddy? I'm gonna get something to eat and go to the gym. Y'all have a good day. Talk to y'all later.